Right, hello everyone, again. This is a really simple recipe. We're making some chocolate truffles. Nothing could be more straightforward than this. Now in this pan, I've got 150 millilitres of double cream, and I've got 150 grams of dark chocolate here. If you want, whatever quantities you do, you just double those two up. So you've got the cream and the chocolate. I've also got 25 grams of butter in here. So if I was doing 300 and 300, I'll just double the butter as well to 50 grams. So what I've got, this has just come up to scorching point, so it's just off a boil. So I'm adding the cream and the butter into the chocolate, okay? There's literally, for chocolate truffle, there's literally 3 ingredients. But I'm using the heat from the cream to melt the chocolate. Because I could have put it all in together, but this is just for simplicity really. And what we've got to do is just make sure that everything has melted, all the chocolate has melted, and all the cream and the butter is incorporated into it to make a smooth, basically a chocolate sauce. It's so simple. As soon as we've got a smooth chocolate mix, we're going to have to chill it, but I'm going to flavour it first. Now, we all like the chocolate orange, don't we? So I've got some orange extract here. I'm just going to use a few drops of this to make it child friendly. I mean, you could use Grand Marnier if you wanted. Any liqueur really. You've just got to be mindful of the fact that it'll be a softer truffle mix. The extra liquid. I mean, now I can smell chocolate orange. It's beautiful. Now, if you have a look at the consistency of that, it has just about all melted. There's no lumps of unmelted chocolate. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it into the fridge to set. And you want to give this 3 or 4 hours to chill right down, because it just makes the whole process a lot more straightforward if your mix is really cold. So like I say, there's a spoon for someone to lick. Obviously the finger's mine. So it's going, oh yeah, chocolate orange. It's going into the fridge, like I say, 3 or 4 hours. The longer the better, and then we'll make the truffles. I shall see you in a bit. Right, so several hours have passed. In fact, it's now the next day, okay? But 4 hours is generally long enough for this to set nice and hard. So what we're doing now is we're going to roll them into balls. Now you've got to work quickly with this. Ideally you want cold hands. My hands are probably a little bit too warm. Pastry hands, that's what you want. So we want a good spoonful, good teaspoonful there. And then we want to roll it, and you can feel it straight away. It's starting to melt on the edge. I mean, that's not disastrous. You do want that because it'll make the cocoa powder adhere. And then what I've got here is some little petit four cases. So they're little cake cases that I'm dropping these into. Like I say, you want to work fast and drop them in as well. I've also got, so that's the classic cocoa powder. Over here I've got some pistachio nuts, some shelled pistachios that I've just chopped right down really finely in like a little hand blender. Just a bit of change of colour and whatever, it makes it more interesting. You could use desiccated coconut by all means. In fact, anything you like really. But yeah, can't wait to try these. But they really are very simple to do. A little bit on the messy side, as you can see my hands are starting to get warm. That is becoming a little bit larger. But yeah, these are my chocolate orange truffles. They'll keep certainly for several days, even though there's fresh cream in there, I wouldn't have any qualms about leaving them in a tin, airtight tin for 3-4 days. I mean, this will make enough for probably 16 truffles. I mean, they won't last too long, but a great little something to give to a relative as a present, you know. And if you've made them yourself, they always taste better. So this is it. This is the last one for now. Yeah, as you can see, my hands are starting to get a bit mucky, but it's easy enough to wash them. And there they are. There are chocolate orange truffles with cocoa and pistachio. Bon appetit.